Good morning. Well, I missed the gear removal. I'm betting a lot of you did because it was a very short window and it really wasn't announced. I mean, it was announced, hence you see this. But this came out on 4:15 just as the gear removal came out. I think they need to give you a little bit more warning than that. That said, I missed the gear removal completely. Oh well. Get out and vote for the Fusion. Today, I want to talk about when it's appropriate to pull shards. The appropriate time to pull shards, actually, the answer is it depends. We're going to run through and kind of go through mathematically when does it make the most sense. There's all these different kinds of events that are out there, and we need to make sense out of when does it make sense to pull shards. You can see that wonderful blue glow when we come in here. We can see that this is an extra legacy. Do not 100% do not mix this up with ×2 event. Okay? Because I'm telling you now, extra legendary is better than ×2 a small percentage of the time. Extra legendary is worse than ×2 about 90% of the time or more. And I'll show you what I mean. Okay? I am sitting here today with 30 shards. I have in my shard count 1 ancient. That's it. That's all I pulled. So, when we come out here, we can see that I have a 0.5% chance of pulling a legendary. 0.5%. ×2, that doubles up to 1%. So, that means it's going to take me 200 pulls on average to get a legendary through ancients. Mercy system, ancients and voids, right here on legendaries, 200 pulls before you get a 5% increase. But once you hit the 200 pulls, every pull will add 5%. So at which point are you pretty much guaranteed a legendary? Well, we're at a 0.5%, 200, 201 is 5.5. So that means at 220, we're going to have 100.5% chance of pulling a legendary. Okay, so 220 is the absolute ceiling where you can hit this. Okay, so we got to keep this all in mind. Same goes for primals. Same goes for sacreds. Okay, so you remember that you've got 6% chance of getting a legendary. That doubles to 12% on the 2x. And then Mercy, 6% up to 12. Once you hit 12, then it adds 2% each time. So for you to get 100%, it would be 50, 47, 59 pulls before you are 100% guaranteed a legendary. Okay, so keep this in mind. This one here is 220. This one here is 59 pulls. This one, primals, it's 75 plus 1% after each one. So that means that you need to get up to 75 and 100 at a 1%, 99, 174 before you're guaranteed a legendary. So the math on this stuff is a little goofy. Okay, but we've done the math here and we're going through it. The reason that we're talking about this is we're going through the math is today it's the times 2. When is times 2 worth doing? Okay, so I know a lot of people are going to say, well, if I have 200 shards, I should get one Lego. And I agree with that math. You should. But then you're going to have to pull 100 and pray you get one. And then you'll work out to your average of a 2x. 2x, you're doubling your odds. And it also doubles your percent increase on your mercy. So, essentially, that boils down to 2x is always going to be better. Not always. It's pretty much always going to be better. But if you're in mercy for ancient shards, you've pulled 200 now. You have 20, you have 30, 50, 100 shards, whatever. Now is the time to hit your extra legendary. It makes more sense now because you're essentially flattening the odds already because of the mercy system. And if you're going to pull double, now's the chance to get it. So once you're at mercy or just about at mercy, and when I say just about, I would say the number of shards you have minus the great number. So in this case, extra legendary, the great number is 220. So if I was sitting at 190, it's worth a go. I'm not at 190, I'm at 1. Sacreds, sitting at 57 or 59. If I had 58 shards or 59 shards, no, I would definitely, on extra legendary at 59 shards, I'd be pulling. Mercy is at 16 or 12. If I'm at mercy, or mercy, it makes more sense on the extra legendary and the sacreds. Just guess where I'm going. You're in a better shape to get your extra legendary. Voids, I got a long way to go. Ancients, got a long way to go for the extra legendary. So anyways, my point, we want to pull the extra legendary when we have an opportunity. We want to pull the extra legendary when it mathematically suits you. For me, I will never pull this unless I'm within arm shot of Mercy. That's the only time I feel like extra legendary is worth it for me. And as you can see, I have ways to go. I'm closest I have is Voids at 62. I gotta wait a while. But the reason that my shard count is always so low, I just about always am pulling on times 2 events. So rarely do I ever get over 100 on the shard count. So I have never in my entire life, never, ever pulled an extra legendary. And I pulled during the extra legendary when I was early on in my account. I think, as I said, it just doesn't make any sense. Yesterday we covered the summoning pool. I love the idea of having a 25% chance for one of these guys. If this was not Martyr, but Duchess, I would do it in a half a second. Because a 25% chance of I'd be going through all the different tournaments, getting as many prism shards as I could. This is not... None of these guys truly excite me. So, that's where we sit. That's how we handle this. That is my opinion on when to pull that. I've done some work. We're going to do one quick run through. As I said, it'll be quick. We're going to do one quick run through of Hydra. I invested some time and some money into Wallmaster. So he's in a good place. She's always in a good place. I found that, maybe we might want to change this team up. I'm going to leave it at... Do I want to leave it as is? I'm going to leave it as is. See how I do here. And I might change it up. My goal for this team is 20 million. I want to get over that 20 million mark so I can one key hard here. If I'm able to do that, I'll quit and be happy. I just don't think that's going to happen here. With the upgrades that I gave to Wallmaster, he is now by far my greatest damage dealer. But as you can see, he takes a lot of damage. The only one who takes more damage is Monkey Boy here. And that's on purpose because Monkey Boy will bring himself back immediately. I want my I'm just kind of paying attention to I think I'm going to have to put a little bit more attention into Shamel. Because it looks like they're targeting Shamel now. Right now, I've got so many block shields out. Or block buffs. I think I might be able to get rid of him and put somebody better in for him. Yeah, see, they got him. Just pisses me off. He's going to die. And that's going to screw up this run. I mean, once again, Ugo's going to bring back... Not Ugo. Yeah, it's Ugo, isn't it? Uko. It doesn't say his name. I'm 20% of the way to our goal. But we just killed the heads. And the guy that I didn't want to swallowed him. Come on. Oh, shit. It's not the head I wanted to come back. I'm not a happy camper with this. And we should be able to... I'm just going to heal everybody here. There it is. He threw up. And then they put the freaking heal block on. I think it's this asshole that does the heal block. That heal reduction. You gotta stop that. There we go. He's getting some healing. And now he's gonna die to that freaking mirror. Monkey Boy is doing his job, but we're not getting there. We're not getting all the revives that, because now Great Wall is down. I don't have a speed manipulator on the team. I wonder if Arbiter would be really good with him today. instead of him arbiter. He's doing a great job. He's giving me everything I'm looking for and more. And it's just nice hit. Boom. 20,000 on each. Even though that's a weak hit, it was over 20 grand. I can live with that. And holy shit, we got a ways to go before we can get his big stuff off. And that should get everybody out. Oh, dang. I thought for sure he was going to puke there. Don't kill him. Fuck, I'm dead. That's going to hurt more than you know. And that hurts. Once again, I reach half my goal. I used this team once yesterday and I got 16.7 million. But I need to regroup on this. And I need to put somebody else in his place here. First off, you need to go into the second slot in case people die. And then the last slot, do we want to try Arbiter? You know what? I originally built this team one way. Let's see what happens. Because this gives me a lot more damage. Let's see if we can out-damage the run. Just curious. Never tried this lineup before. I don't think it'll happen. I don't think it'll work. But weirder things have happened. And this time I'm definitely going all the way till I die because I want to see the final numbers. See how much each person does for damage. I love Monkey Boy because he's putting out long-lasting block buffs. Other people are putting out block buffs too, don't get me wrong. But Monkey Boy really does a good job with the block buffs. Like really, really good. Oh, and I hate when he gets that fucking thing out there. That's why I had Ugo out there, is to clean that shit off. This hurts. This hurts more than anything. See? My wall guy goes down because of this. And I don't have a reviver. Let's try it with Ugo. I haven't tried this combination either. Let's give this a shot. Just one shot. That gives me a reviver. That gives me 4 DPSs. And that's going to keep these guys blank. So this asshole doesn't get the... He's going to get his reflect damage, but it's going to be stripped off him right away. And of course, they did the strip debuffs, which sets off all the freaking poisons. And there's that wonderful fucking... reflect damage. Now, Uko, go and strip it. No, Uko didn't strip it. Somebody else stripped it. But it's gone, thank God. Let's see if we can outpace the damage. I'm sorry, out-damage the pace. What does he have? A stun. How the hell does stun work in Hydra? I didn't think that worked. The damage rate seems to be equal to what we were doing before. It's generally 4 to 4 or 4 to 1. They go up 4 levels for every million that we do. So yeah. Now my big damage dealer is eaten. Let's get him puked. Oh yes, that'll help. This will help, and oh, weak hit. Shit. It's the last guy we want to have sped up too. Come on, baby. Make him puke. Here we go. This will make him puke. Everybody else, I don't give a shit about. They can survive through. Great Wall, you need to help because actually I've got now where pretty much everybody that I have on the team is actually everybody that I have on the team is AoE except for Shamel. Oh, and Grand Podrick. But he's just there went Rat King. It's going to be a bit before he gets revived, and he's not going to get revived because he's going to die. Oh, he got revived. Awesome. Come on. Hit hard, guys. Hit hard, hit hard, hit hard. Grand Podrick. There we go. Now. Go. You go. I want to see. Come on. Let's survive. You're not going to survive one more hit. Fuck. There it is. That fucking reflect. And does it to me every time. I survive. I do well. And then that fucking reflect. I want him to die because I want to. Show the numbers. 3.3, 2.47, and then 1.6. Only 1.6? And she didn't die? That changes our philosophy here. She comes out. Let's put Fat Boy in here. He does a really good job of keeping everybody alive. And he also gives me one more of those block buffs, which helps out a lot. Let's see what happens here. Are we going to do enough damage to... Norg, whatever his name is. This guy right here, Nog, I think is what his name is, gives everybody bonus defense automatically. And it's not it's his passive, but it's not because he also, as a lead, he gives bonus defense. They stripped off the block debuffs, which is expected. So I want to see you guys put the block debuffs out again. Right there. Block debuffs. That's exactly what we want. You keep those fuckers from getting that out there. Okay, you need to do your splash move to pull everything out. There we go. We're not running at our 1-to-4 ratio anymore, but that's because we got rid of a damage dealer. But if he can make us live longer, he's just kind of my default when I want to add just a little bit of defense, just a little bit of life. He always gives me an extra 2, 3, 4 turns whenever I add him to any team. And he also gives me a block buffs, AoE block buffs, which is really nice. The problem is it's like a 5-turn cooldown, which really sucks, but I have bored you guys enough. I will keep you updated as to my progress on this. I'm going to be working on this throughout the day. So today we talked about shards and hydra. And I don't want to bore you guys any longer. I'm sure that you're finding this as fascinating. I know you're not finding it as fascinating as I do because it's not your team. So I'm going to let you guys go. I want you guys to have a great time. Enjoy Raid. Please like, subscribe. We're nearly at 100 subscribers, which gets me about 10% of the way I need to be to get to my puppy. So we're going to see if we can't get the puppy here. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.